Chance right here. Shot clock is off. Portland has a timeout. Lillard, a chance to send the Thunder home. Lillard, long-range three, and it's good! At the buzzer! Damian Lillard! Are you kidding me?
All right, everybody, welcome in. Welcome in. We would like to give GM Rev a warm welcome to the city of Portland and to the Trailblazers organization before we get started. Now, we're going to start with 4 questions. The first question is going to go to Matthew O'Donnell with the Portland Post.
After years of little change, how will you bring a winning culture to Portland?
Great question. I mean, I think, speaking about me first, I think I have a winning culture as a GM. I have 3 rings under my belt. I have histories of winning with teams that came from nothing and winning with teams that were in a winning situation when I got there. So I think the Trailblazers are really close. They just lacked some love from the front office, and they have a generational superstar in Damian Lillard. They have young guys in Anthony Simons, and I think this team is just a few pieces away.
The second question will go to Evan Donahue with ESPN.
What will you do to turn this organization around?
Yeah, I mean, I still have to talk with ownership. I still have to speak with the coaching staff about their opinions, but we have a few things in place which I can't really reveal yet. Because, tampering and all that, but we have some things in place, and I think, and like I said, this organization isn't far off. They are a good organization. They just haven't had much love from the front office, and that's what I'm here to provide.
The third question will go to Rhonda Lloyd with Bleacher Report. Rhonda.
How sure are you that you can contend this year?
I mean, we haven't even got to the first game yet. I just got here to Portland. I still have a lot to do. I have to assess oh my lord, sorry. I have to assess the roster. I have to speak with ownership. I have to talk to the coaching staff, and we'll get a common consensus about what we think is best for the team, and we'll move forward from there.
And the fourth and final question will go to Herman Barrett with the Portland Daily News.
Are there any untouchables on the current roster in your mind?
There's one untouchable, and his name is Damian Lillard. That's all. Thanks.
All right, thank you, GM Rev. We will be moving on to questions for Damian Lillard next. Thank you, everybody.
All right, everybody. So I've been teasing a new My NBA series for a while now, at least for the last month, and I am finally coming through with it. It's not a modded series because G2A just hasn't gotten back to me, and right now I don't really feel like buying a new copy of 2K22 for PC, so we're keeping it on the Xbox Series S, and this team has been a team I've wanted to do a MyLeague with forever. I mean, I'm guessing now by the thumbnail you can tell what team it is. It is the Portland TrailBlazers. We're going to turn on conversations. I'm going to turn on tasks, and then we're going to turn on morale and chemistry. But I've been wanting to do one with the Portland TrailBlazers for a while now, and that is because if you pay attention to the NBA, you know that the Portland TrailBlazers have done a horrendous job building a championship caliber team around the Portland TrailBlazers, and you see on the bottom, TrailBlazers fired GM Jonathan Shipp. But in real life, the Blazers have done a horrendous job building a contending team around Damian Lillard. So that is what I'm here to do in this MyLeague series. Now, I know it's not going to be an insanely quick rise to the top, but we have a insane roster right off rip. We have Damian Lillard, a generational superstar, CJ McCollum, we're going to get back to him, Yusuf Nurkic, Norman Powell, Anthony Simons, Cody Zeller, Larry Nance Jr., Nas Little, Rocco, Tony Snell, Dennis Smith Jr., Ben McLemore, Greg, those guys. Not a horrendous roster, but I'm going to bounce back to CJ McCollum. So I've had a hot take on CJ McCollum for the last 3 years, and it has been that CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard most likely will not win a championship together. Now, my take on this is because of this. In NBA history, most backcourt duos who were the primary or the top 2 guys on their team have been, if there's an elite offensive point guard, there's an elite defender next to him. First duo that comes to my head, it's Clay and Steph. There's many more that I can name off, but hold on, give me a second. Yeah, the two sets of duos that come to my head off rip are Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, and then Steph and Clay. Two offensive point guards, or two offensive guards matched with two defensive guards. Now, I want to make something similar happen here in Portland. I know CJ McCollum has decent trade value in 2K, so I might be able to bring in like a Drew Holiday. I'm trying to think of other really good defensive guards. There's Lou Dort, but I don't think he would be a insanely good guard next to Damian Lillard. Davion Mitchell's a really good defensive guard, but he's not really a championship caliber second option. And we have $30 million for CJ McCollum on the books. So we're going to, Stipend rule might, okay, no, we have a 2025 first. We're going to do CJ McCollum in our 2025 first off rip. There's Chris Middleton, who is a really good defender, and next to Dame would be really, really nice. There's Clint Capella, but we're looking for a two guard mostly. We're not going to go for Russell Westbrook. Jamal Murray's another offensive guard. Brandon Ingram, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is literally the guy. He's literally the guy that I've described. DeJounte Murray is also a pretty good defensive guard. I'd love to give him a shot, but Klay Thompson is literally the guy I was looking for. Klay Thompson, an elite two-way guard who is also elite offensively. He is the perfect guard to go alongside Damian Lillard, and this would fulfill the hypothetical, what if Damian Lillard had Klay Thompson? And what if Steph Curry had CJ McCollum? So we're going to pretty much flip-flop CJ and for Clay. We're going to flip-flop Nas Little for Otto Porter. And then we're sending a 2025 first over to Golden State. And then we bring in Klay Thompson. Now, Klay Thompson's going to jump right into the starting five alongside Damian Lillard. I need to make sure Klay Thompson reps that number 11 because I refuse to see him in any other number besides 11. Yes, he does. There is his number 11. Nice. I like Jusuf Nurkic. I'm cool with Nurkic staying on the team. Norman Powell's cool. He could be our starting small forward. Anthony Simons is cool. Cody Zeller. I don't like Cody Zeller. I'm just keeping it about. We're gonna get rid of Cody Zeller. Number one guy I want to get rid of is, or number two guy I want to get rid of is Cody Zeller. I don't really have many picks I can use because the Blazers are just ass fucked on picks and assets. So we're just kind of we're kind of in the mud right now. I'm looking for a backup center. I don't want to bring Enes Kanter back to Portland. Hassan Whiteside, we could bring him back to Portland. Moses Brown is a nice young center. Nick Claxton is also a nice young center. Why did my Elgato cut out? Why did my screen go black? I don't know. Nick Claxton would be a cool center. 3-point ratings not too great, but we don't really need that because this big man in this series really won't be doing too much. Jayshawn Tate, Drew Eubanks, Frank Kaminsky. Love Frank Kaminsky. Got a lot of, Daniel Gafford. I get Daniel Gafford in way too many series, so we're not going to get Daniel Gafford. I think I'm going to lean towards Nicholas Claxton. Actually, Moses Brown is kind of a dog. Nope, we're going to go Nick Claxton. I'm settling on it. Cody Zeller for Nick Claxton. We're going to bring Nick Claxton to Portland, and he is going to back up Jusuf Nurkic. Anthony Simons is cool. Otto Porter, I don't really have a choice because I just traded for him, so he has to stay here. There's Nick Claxton, Tony Snell. I'm not saying this team is going to contend off rip, but we are a lot closer to contending with Klay Thompson because Klay Thompson is literally, in my head at least, the prototypical guard that would succeed next to Damian Lillard. One of the best shooters of all time, one of the best two-way guards of all time, next to one of the most gifted point guards we've ever seen in the NBA, in NBA history. Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson. We got shooters, Norman Powell, Robert Covington, elite defense in Robert Covington, a top, we'll say top 20 big man in Jusuf Nurkic, which is very, very nice. Rocco, I love his defense. Norman Powell, elite shooter. We have a very well-rounded starting five. Anthony Simons is a nice young stud shooting guard. I believe he's a shooting guard. I'm not gonna shooting guard. He also can play some backup PG minutes. We have a pretty deep rotation. A lot of role players like Tony Snell, Dennis Smith Jr., Claxton, Larry Nance, Otto Porter, Anthony Simons. A lot of rotational players that can slot in wherever. I would like to ship around a few of these rotational pieces just just to see if I can make our rotation a little bit deeper. There's Yurt, who is a nice, promising young player for the Miami Heat. Alfred Payton, we can bring Rodney Hood back to Portland. This guy, no idea who he is. Ed Davis, no idea who he is. There's a lot of guys I don't know who they are, but Yurt is promising. I don't know what his potential is, but I know Heat fans are ecstatic over him. Vernon Carey Jr. is a stud. I had him in the Outlaws series. Wayne Ellington, I mean, he could come off the bench, but I think we're good on 2 guards. I don't want Alfred. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't want Alfred Payton. Okay, maybe Ben McLemore and Greg Brown aren't the ideal pairing. We can't trade any more picks. I think I'm gonna throw in. I want to keep Dennis Smith. I don't care if I get rid of these 3. The bottom 3 in the rotation. They say no. Nobody wants K debates DF. Okay, we're gonna head into free agency. See if we can pick up a few free agents right off rip. Boogie Cousins. Do I throw Boogie Cousins? Do we have the money to throw Boogie Cousins a minimum? We're gonna take Boogie out to dinner. I gotta change with the GM. I gotta change what he looks like. I would be down to bring in Boogie. Bro, Boogie, 1 year, $3.98 million. I can offer him that. Yo. They're gonna let me sign. Are they actually gonna let me sign Boogie Cousins? We'll give him. That's cool. Okay, we got Boogie Cousins on the Blazers. I'm not saying he is going to be insanely good for us or he's going to get in a ton of minutes, but Boogie Cousins is a W pickup. He slots into the rotation. Him and Claxton. He can share some power forward minutes. Larry Nance can play small forward. We have a very versatile bench. Nurkic has a lot of backup guys, so hopefully we can keep Nurkic healthy. I am really, really happy with the team. There's a few things I do have to take care of, though, before we wrap this video up. I'm sorry, I do apologize. This video is going to be really, really short because these episode 1s usually are. It's usually just team building, sorting things out, getting familiar with the roster, and then we wrap things up. Episode 2, which will probably be next week because Friday I want to put out the Game 7 with the Outlaws. I want to do that Friday, so we're going to have a weekly meeting with Chauncey Billups, see what's on his mind. He wanted to talk to me anyway. I've got something small to chat to you about. Oh, I'm talking to him. We're going to compliment him, get his trust up, because we need to get... Oh, his morale went down. We need to get his morale up so we can make coaching decisions. And actually, no, we can do it anyway. We don't need him. We don't need him to be happy. But I am going to chat with Damian Lillard because that is my franchise guy, and I need to keep him happy. We're just going to chit-chat with him, skip through all of this. We're going to keep him happy. And then off camera... off camera, I'm going to go into, where is it at? Freestyle. I'm going to go into freestyle, learn releases, because that is a crucial part of playing 2K, especially iso ball, learning releases. That was my first shot with Damian Lillard this year. There we go, green bean, lemon machine. We're going to be really good with Damian Lillard. I'm really excited to cook up with Dame because he got that limitless range, bro. He got that limitless range. I don't know if I'll be able to green from this far out, but oh my god, I did. Okay, this is going to be a very, very fun series. Oh, what's that? What you doing, Dame? What you doing, Dame? Okay. I'm done fucking around. I'll do that off camera. You guys don't need to watch me do that. But I think that's it. I'm not gonna hoopla around. I did a pregame or media availability for me getting signed to the Blazers, even though I'm still with the Outlaws, which it's a different universe. Who cares? But I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you enjoyed, you're beautiful. If you enjoyed, make sure you show some love down below. It's free. It only helps our community grow. We're on the road to 500. We're at 475. We on the road there. We almost there. You're beautiful. I love you. Peace.